Oh, guys, man, am I glad to see you guys. Let's do some yoga, shall we? Come on over. Start with our hands at our heart as everybody's coming in. I've already button, so just take a moment. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Oh, come in. Inhale as everyone's coming in. Just take a breath up. Over to the side. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That feels so good. Breathe in. Oh, hot dog. We'll add on our favorite little nuances. The foot's coming over. Hi, everybody. The arm can come down. The rotations can happen. Oh my goodness. Breathe. Breathe in. Inhale. Oh goodness. It's so good to see everybody. And happy Wednesday. Come up over to the other side, and then you can pull your arm. I'm going to offer all these different varieties, but you can choose what is your body's needing. You can take a foot over. Sometimes that extra pull just kind of gets you to a new place, and then you're able to keep it. Then your hand can come down. The rotations are always fun. And the breathing is going to that rib cage. You can direct your breath. You're focusing on the breath. If you can breathe in your nose, do that. And if you can breathe through your nose, do that. Try to lengthen the inhales and lengthen the exhales. Your breath helps you expand from the inside out. Focusing on the breath helps you create an environment of wellness and parasympathetic rejuvenation for your cells. Now take another inhale. Bring both arms up. The feet are going to be underneath you, and let your hands come down to your heart. Take a moment to open up your feet. Now, this is 5-pointed star. When you stretch out your arms, you've got the wrist over the ankles. Exhale, forward fold for a minute. Bring your hands down to your ankles or your calves, and let your body just sort of shake. Maybe your knee, maybe your head will relax. Maybe you'll bend and straighten your knees a little bit. You can bring your hands down to the floor if they're able to. Bend and straighten your knees a little bit. Breathe in and out. You're just waking up the joints. And now we're going to bend one knee, and now bend one knee. So what you're doing is kind of shifting side to side. You're getting information on how your body feels. So let's say it's been a little bit since you've stretched. Just notice how your body is. Go to its current limits. Go to its current placements. Now, if you feel like you're warmed up, you might go a little lower. Yep, 5. Good. And we're going to be taking our hands forward. Now, this is almost like, it's called hammock. This is like a down dog with wide legs. Press your hands into the floor, push your hips back. Neck soft. If you care to add on, lift your heels, pass through plank, and then open up your heart in a up dog with wide legs. Now exhale, you can articulate and press back. Breathe in. I'm going to let you do the option, of course, that you need to. It's not me letting you, it's you driving it. But you can do this with your breathing. Inhale, you tuck your chin, you articulate. And of course, if you need to just stay in the hammock, you can do that. Inhale. Notice how, if you have to adjust, your body will tell you. And 2. Good, I like it, Karen. Good, Karen. One more of these. If you're doing that, we're gonna inhale fully through the nose. Exhale. Walk your hands back when you're ready. And just notice how that feels now. Feels great. 5. Now inhale, start to come up, hands to your hips, back like an L or table. If you need more time to equalize, do. Otherwise, a back bend here. Good, Cheryl. Inhale. And let's take the arms out again. Now, this is a triangle pose. You reach, you can't go anymore, and then your hand can come down. Your left arm can go over the ear if you'd like. If you need it to stay upright, you can. You're gonna check your knees. Are they soft? Are they, they're long? Your right toes are facing the wall that your right hand is facing. You're in a stretch for the inner thigh and the hamstring. It might change. You imagine you're against a wall. Good, Cheryl, love that shoulder opener. And act like I'm pulling your arm. That one always works. It feels like another inch. You can usually get another inch out of that. And just feel that. Where is it feeling so good? Where does your body want the attention? Now take another inhale. And then exhale and come up. Whew. Okay, this is 5-pointed start. Right away, you can tell one side feels different. Isn't that neat? So lift up your left toes. Face the toes towards your finger wall and then out. My image that works for me is I slide over a slippery counter. See if that works for you and then come down. And this top arm can go over your ear. Oh, now that's a more intense, might not be the right word, but it's a deeper expression. So if that serves you, do that. I like your wrist, Karen, good wrist. Your wrists are neutral right now. Breathe in, and if your neck has any strain, just sort of tilt it or look down or find a place where you thoroughly enjoy the stretch. You thoroughly enjoy the experience. Breathe in. What you're doing when you breathe in through your nose really long and full and exhale really long and full out your nose is you set an environment of calm and peace for your body that's parasympathetic. That's creating a new place for all those cells that turn over 1 million a second to have a healthy place to turn over. So of all the genetic variations that can happen in a cell, you're creating an optimal environment for wellness when you, just by starting it with the breath. Now breathe in fully, lovingly. Bring it up. Now you're vertical. Now this is 5-pointed star. You can step, or if you'd like to add on a little springy jump, I think of an animal. Take a moment. I love it. Okay, get ready. Okay, I have to have a sip. Let's grab a sip and then we'll do a down dog here. So grab a sip and then inhale. I've adjusted my inhale to go into a back bend. If you can do that, add that on. Your hands come down. Now we're gonna take the feet back. Now this is for a traditional down dog. Press your heels to the floor. Push your hands into the mat. Bend one knee and hold that stretch. So now one calf's getting a stretch. Bend one knee and hold that stretch. Both heels press. Now you can do an inhale to lift your heels and articulate through your spine here and do an up dog. Or if you would rather wake up your back with a cat-cow, you can do that. So you could also just hold down dog as well. And it may be a variety of the offerings I just said. Breathe in. Strong arms, good. Polly, that looks good. And then tuck. Heels press. Lift up. Breathe in. Inhale. Tuck. And lift. Breathe in. And tuck. Breathe in. Inhale. And then exhale. Down dog. Step, jump, or walk up to your hands. Bring it halfway up. Now inhale. When your blood pressure feels good, go all the way up. You got it, Cheryl. Breathe in. Hands to the heart. Samasthiti. Balance your mind, body, breath. Open up into 5-pointed star. Now lift up your right toes and point the right knee in the same direction as the right fingers, your right toes. So right now your knee is over that heel. This is going to be a little warrior 2. So your body is straight up and down, vertical. Look over that hand majestically and hold. The way you make it harder, you can stretch out your feet. So if you need it easier, you can get them closer together. So you can monitor that. You can edit it. Now this left hand is going to go towards the left thigh. So I'm going to go up and back. I'm not pushing on that knee, but I'm just using it for like a little proprioception reference. Top arm goes over your ear. The trick is keep sinking into this thigh because it's going to try to unbend. You're going to keep it at 90. 10, good. 9, that looks great. 8, good. 7, yep, feel a big stretch in that waist. Good. 4, make sure your neck feels good. Experiment if you need another place. Oh, act like I'm pulling your arm. Pull, 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 pull. Feel how that opened up that side more? Go up, 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 and then forearm down on your thigh, possibly. Or, heck, you might want to go down. Maybe you want to take your arm behind. Experiment. What does it need today? Breathe in through your nose again. Tell your body everything's great. And creating a fertile ground for the cells that are turning over to be in their full wellness. And basically what you're doing is just sending love and appreciation through your breath. It's a healthy, on the emotional scale, they're all wellness breathing, wellness breaths. Now, you're going to tell the bottom thigh to give you some power, some strength. So come up and powerful. Good. Now straighten both arms. Pivot your other toes. Bend that knee. 90 degrees. Vertical spine. Nice. Good, Karen. All right, we're going to look majestically over that hand. Your chest is open. You can act like someone's playing tug of war with your arms. They're strong and long. Looking good. I like how the knee's not drifting inward. One cue that helps me is if I look down, I can still see that big toe. That lets me know I haven't let my knee drift in. Feel the hips open. The thighs are externally rotating away from the midline. They're spiraling open. The arms are spiraling open. Everything's open. The posture will create a hormonal concoction of wellness and confidence and power and open. And this is, there's so many benefits with each posture. So it's not just the left thigh is getting strong. Now take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to think about your spine going up and back. So you're not just collapsing into your leg, you're going up and back. Good. Now this thigh, it'll try to unbend. So you kind of bring it back into strength. Good. Nice. Find a happy place, Michelle, that looks great for your neck. Breathe into the side you're stretching. The posture changes a little bit. Maybe an inch goes, you get a little deeper in the stretch. Maybe your arm gets a little longer. Maybe between the rib and the pelvis gets a little bit more length. So you're not tied to what the posture was when you first introduced it. You notice it changes. Take that inhale. Now you still go up, and then you go possibly forearm to thigh. Catch a big cloud with your hand, or down, or maybe behind. Cheryl, you like that little arm stretch, which is lovely. Ooh, love it. Good. Find where your neck needs to be. Maybe a chin tuck, maybe down, maybe up. Keep reaching, keep opening. You're reaching through your fingertips. You're reaching through your foot. You're rotating your spine open. You're breathing in through your nose long and full. You're breathing out of your nose long and full, but not stressfully. It's more of an allowing than an effort. 5, 4, 3, get ready to power that leg. 2, now power your leg. This leg has to get more energy and then come up. Now you can step, walk, or shimmy your feet together. Samasiti. Let's grab some healthy water or a drink or whatever you're doing. I think I've got green tea with lemon today. And then, nice job, everybody. Now, this is a pyramid pose. Your right foot's forward, your left foot's pretty far back. I'm gonna move my mat. Right foot forward, left foot back. I'm gonna say about 4.5 feet deep. Go up. Breathe in. How big can you make the circle? Yeah. Now you're going to catch your hands maybe in the interlace position, maybe an elbow position, maybe namaste reverse. Breathe in. Whatever your shoulders are doing here as they're open, you're going to keep them open as you hinge. Now your gaze may be at the front toes. I'm going to look at you, but your gaze is probably down. Good, Polly. Good. I love it. And energize your back leg. Steer the left hip forward, steer the right hip back. Go back to the breath. Now your hands can go to your thigh or the shin or the floor. You can even bend the knee a little bit more. Find a place that feels terrific. Get ready. Energize your legs, your feet. Go up, 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 and into a back bend. Lift up. Breathe in. Ooh. Your hands glide right down the midline. Your thumbs touch your sternum. Back foot meets the front foot. Land like a mountain lion. And then try your other one. So the other foot goes back. Samastitihi. Now we're in pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe in. And now we're gonna find a place for those shoulders. So it may be a slight bit different than before because maybe the shoulders are more open. Breathe in. Palms press, exhale, or interlace, or elbows holding. Parsvottanasana. Soften the gaze. You can play a game where you scan the body and relax any tension that doesn't need to be there. Your jaw, your neck. Breathe in fully. There's a Ujjayi pranayama, which is the sound of the ocean breath, where you drag the breath on the back of the throat, and that creates an audible cue that your mind can focus on. You're giving your mind something to focus on that's feeling. It shuts down all that wasted energy to survival that we don't need right now, and it gets it towards higher consciousness. So we're wellness, we're peace, we're healing, we're deepening the stretch. Your hands might even go to your leg or your shin or the floor, and you might bend the knee a little bit. Just find a place that feels wonderful. Breathe in through your nose. We're going to take that inhale, push your feet into the ground, go up, up, up. Breathe in. Hands to your heart. When you're ready, you're going to lightly, the transition is the yoga, land, soften. Good, great. If you would like a water, that was great. That was Parsvottanasana. And we're going to take an inhale, a little bit of a back bend. Hands come down. Let your feet go back. Now, for a moment, you're in down dog. Come to a plank, or if you would like, a forearm plank. So your choice, hand plank or forearm plank, and hold. Breathe. Good. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Cole. Maybe retract the head a little bit. That's it. Now side plank, either forearm or hand, you choose. Good. Side plank when you're ready, that's great. I like to spread out through the fingers, and then good, Cheryl, we're gonna do a side plank on the other side. Hold. And then go to forearm plank, and you're gonna push up to down dog. You can do it. Heels press. Come up to your hands, either stepping, jumping, or walking. Halfway up. Next off. Go all the way up. Once you feel like your blood pressure settled, that a girl, go inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Leave the right foot there. Send the left foot pretty far deep, so 4.5 to 5 feet deep. Put that foot down. It's slightly down and out, externally rotated. Your front knees about 90 degrees. To make it easier, your feet get to go together. To make it harder, your feet stretch out. Go up. Now I'm going to show a couple ways with this Virabhadrasana one. It could be here. This is a really nice one if you have any upper trap tension. It's just a nice shoulder opener. All right, here we go. Like you feeling sunshine in the morning on your chest. Breathing in. The first 45 minutes of sunlight are really important for the cortisol and dopamine production. Get out there every morning at the sunrise if you can. And you're just feeling that strength of your body. Breathe in fully through your nose. You can do that Ujjayi pranayama if you'd like, where you breathe and you drag it on the throat. Get ready. Now the hands come to the heart, and you notice the thumb touching the heart is just proprioception. Hinge forward. Now what we'll do is take a lift to the left foot. So inhale, and on your exhale, left foot to the right. Nice. I didn't say that well, but that's good. You did it. Right foot back, 4 to 5 feet deep. The knees at 90. Inhale up. Warrior one. Breathe in. Energize that back leg. You're never just kind of sagging in any poses. You're energized through the body. You're not tense, but you are definitely attentive. You can even close the eyes to increase the bandwidth on the feeling. How does it feel? Where does the breath go when you're in this posture? How does the posture itself feel? Thoracic extension usually creates a happy, confident, secure, going forward, energetic. You know this at your intuition when you see someone who's open versus someone who's closed, you kind of know. So what you do is change your posture to change your inner state. Use your breath to change the inner state to your advantage. Try different things. Neck is easy. Breathe in. Now the hands can come to the heart. I like to touch the thumb to the sternum. It's a little proprioception cue. Hinge forward. Now get ready. Inhale. The foot is going to join the other one in Samastitihi. Perfect. Good job. Grab a sip. We're going to do some more fun things. Lift and spread your toes. Go into an inhale. On your exhale, if you can, if your knees aren't bothering you, pass through squat, Utkatasana. Make sure are both feet heavy, 50-50, both heels heavy. Now bring the hands down. Let the feet go back to down dog for a moment. Now I want to offer an opportunity to do Mudrasana. So you're going to shift into plank. You're going to do a side plank, and then your back foot goes behind you and you lift up. All right, this is called Mudrasana. If you don't want to be here, go back to forearm plank on your side. That might be a good option. Wherever you are though, your mind is pure. You're there. Wherever you are, you're there. Like, okay, I'm gonna nail this forearm side plank. There's no judgment, there's no criticism, but you're there. And you're there. Okay, if you're doing the other side, forearm plank or side plank, if you're on your hand, you can do that Mudrasana and you are there. You are enjoying it, you are feeling it. Feel everything, your foot's on the floor pushing, your hip is opening, your heart's opening. You are fully present. Breathe fully. Inhale. Flood your lungs with nourishing inhale. Inhale, and on your exhale, go back, go to a forearm plank, and hold. 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, your hands come to the floor again. Down dog. Step or jump up, halfway up. Once your blood pressure feels settled, go all the way up, back bend. Inhale. Hands to the heart. You got it, guys. Sip if you want it. We're going to do the world famous tree pose. World famous. Lift and spread your toes. Now they should move. If they don't, get down there and move them. All right. Now the left foot stays down, the right foot comes up. Vrikshasana is tree pose. Walk. All right, if you want to add arms up, you can. You know I'm going to be adding some shoulder openers. I just can't help myself. It's such a nice place to add them in. So it's up to you. Yeah, me too, Cheryl. Look at that. Good, good, good. When I offer these, if you want to stay longer, you can. These are just like a buffet. I'm just offering the food. You can eat what you want and make it longer if you need to. So Karen, that looks good. If you want to stay, please do. Lift and spread your toes to nail that pattern. Nice job, guys. All right, so one little trick is right now my ribs are over my pelvis. Sometimes the body tries to make up for the fact that it's cognitive, that one foot's off the ground and it shifts. See how that would throw me off balance? So my ribs are over my pelvis. I'm not shifted. I think of a typewriter, and you don't want to be a typewriter. Remember the old typewriters? You want to have ribs over the pelvis. Good, Michelle. Good. Michelle, I think that's what's happening to your left, your ribs are shifting left. So you're doing fine, and if it helps you, what you could do is kind of put your hands here and make sure they're where you think they are. Sometimes that's a nice, I'm a proprioception girl though, that always helps me to feel. When you're ready, yeah, and see that looks good. Lower down, that's good. Karen helped me with that cue and Cole because they were here and I was able to see what was going on micro, but I could see it now through the screen on yours, and I think that's what's happening. Inhale, take it up. On your exhale, bring it down. Now, you can interlace your fingers if you want to and add the shoulder release that serves you. Shake it out. Breathe in. Notice how the arms just keep getting closer to the floor with your exhales. Now let it go and walk your feet in a little closer. There's one of two options we can do here, and I'd like to offer that you do Malasana, which is this guy at the range called it an Asian squat. So like sitting down between your knees. Now the other option is Ananda Malasana, which is this. So happy baby. All right, great. 5, 4, good. 3, neck is soft. 2, I love it. Now we're going to be coming up from this, so if you're in the happy baby, it's okay, just meet me standing up. If you're here, functional youth test, stand up. Nailed it. Good job. Yay, oh good. Okay, now this is quads, so lift up your right arm, and you're going to be almost like a windmill until you catch your foot. Okay, so one arm out, I'm going to face you for a moment. Rib down, pubic bone up, especially if you know your low back gets lordotic. 10, yep, that a girl, good, good Polly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you can add your foot pushing into your hand and make it a dancer pose. In 1, 2, good. Karen looks great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now inhale when you're ready. Slowly come up, hands to the heart. Good. Here we go. Samasthiti, balancing the mind, body, breath. Sama means same. Go up and hand to the foot or ankle or your pant leg. This is up to you. An option would be to push your foot into your hand. Take an inhale, notice, breathe, and gently come back when you're ready. Good. Grab a sip. So good. So good, so good. Now this next one, lift and spread your toes. And remember, if they don't move to your cognitive command, just get down there, move them. And at first, we're gonna put our hands beside our hips. So you've got this rocket ship. You've lifted and spread your toes. Your left leg, let me get off the big mat. Left foot's gonna come back. That may be your pose. It's a diagonal warrior 3. Or you can go to parallel to the floor. Or you can reach your arms, oops, keep going, or you reach your arms kind of like a V on either side of your head. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, you come back to Sama TT, balancing your mind, body, breath. Hands beside your hips like a rocket. Lift and spread your toes. And add the other leg up. Now, at this moment, you could just be in a diagonal from crown to toes. Now watch that right hip. It's going to try to steer up sometimes, so you're going to keep it steered down. Yeah. If your right toes were to touch the floor, they would all touch the floor, not just your big toe. All right, so if you want to keep going to parallel, or even if you want to put your arms over, progress the posture. Keep going. I did a Catherine, Karen, but I tried. So when you give yourself a little effort and you fall, the only thing that happens is you catch yourself. So good job. But you never know if you don't try. So take your hands to your heart. Breathe in. All right, we're gonna go and inhale to go up. We're gonna pass through the Utkatasana, which is a squat if you can. If you can't, then just do a standing tree or something that serves you. Otherwise, you're going to add a rotation. So notice how you're in a prayer pose, but you're on one side. 10. You can even open your arms here. Have fun. 9, 8, 6, 3. Now inhale, face front. And then palms press and rotate. 10, 7, 4, 2, open up, breathe in. Now hands to the floor. Let's put the feet back. You can meet me in down dog, or if you want to do a push-up to get there, meaning a lower push-up, up dog, exhale, down dog, and then meet me there. Put your left foot on your right heel and see if you can stretch that calf out more. Try the other one. Do you notice your down dog feels a lot different than the first one? So our first one, I could feel my calves were super tight, and now this one, it feels so much better. So just see what you notice. Isn't that nice to know? Both heels press. All the toes lift if you want more intensity. And then look up at your hands and take a step or a jump up, halfway up, and go all the way back. Now this is a bit of a back bend. Here we go. Woo! Hands together. Grab a sip if you want. We're gonna set up for a triangle because it's an intro into a balancing half moon. So the arms are open. Your body says, I've been here this morning. I know this felt great. Go out over that right leg, or and all the toes are facing, so your toes are going to face that same wall that your fingers are. Now, triangle could be your pose, and maybe you just want to take an arm back or an arm over, or just enjoy the deeper expression. But if you want to, the fingertips can now touch the floor lightly. Play around with this. It's very light. I'm not even really touching that much. One image I have is of a teepee. I'm more on my leg. I'm light on my fingers. And I'm opening up. Might even bend that top knee and have some fun with that quad stretch. Now we might release, soften, go back. Now you're letting your blood pressure settle, open up. My body almost immediately wants to even up. So see if you just have this urge to even up. Go to the other side. Now maybe triangle. Maybe it's a different arm position. There's so many fun arm positions. I really love shoulders, as you know, to have them open. Now you could do the other one, which is on the floor, fingertips, or maybe a yoga block. Maybe your cue is you're lightening your fingers, or maybe you're reaching up to your top leg. Maybe you're gonna bend that top knee and have some fun. Just enjoy. 5, 4, 3, 2. You can exhale it out. Your hands come together at the heart. Grab a sip. This is great. What I'm going to do is tilt my screen down so that it's easier to be on the floor together. If you are like me and you like Polly, like I can see you good. Cole, I can see you good. So I'm going to tilt down. Breathe in. And yeah, when you get there, place your feet back. Come into a forearm plank again. 10. My pull is 9. 8. Good. 7. Yep, Karen, that'll be helpful. 5. 4. All right, everybody looks good and I can see your view. This is good. Now, when you're ready, your pelvis comes to the mat. You're already in a sphinx, but if you can add on, put your hands on the mat. Good. Neck soft. This is Bhujangasana Cobra. Sphinx. You guys probably who are on Facebook, you saw Betty who's in our classes. She was at the Sphinx. She was actually posting pictures of the Sphinx in Egypt. So got to see where this pose got its name, huh? Now exhale, lower. Now the hands are going to be either beside your hips or interlaced. Then lift up. Now your hands aren't helping you anymore. It's pure back strength. Good. Breathe in. That looks good, Polly. Really good, Cheryl. Nice. Breathe. Flexibility looks great, Cole. 4. Now you could take a hand to a foot or two. Now you can also just do what we did. You don't have to do this bow. Nice. We're going to relax because we're going to do it again. Inhale, lift up, or the other foot, whatever you need to do. Good, cool. 10. Nice. 8. Polly, that looks better already. Good. Let your breath help you. And then how about a child pose? Toes curl under. And then come up. Now, can you drop your feet? Put your hands back. Now I want you to look at your knees so you don't hurt your neck, but lift up. Can you do that one? Yeah. It's a type of Ustrasana. yeah, there's a couple ways. Karen, if you want your feet flat, top of the feet on the ground, you can do that. Yep, I know there's a couple different ustrasanas, so I'm just doing this one for the shins and the quads. Is that enough? You're like, yep, that's enough. Breathe in and then exhale. All right, so bring a child's pose to the game again. And we're gonna draw our feet on the other side. Take an inhale. Now about 10 counts down. Make sure you have enough mat behind you. 10, 2, 3, good, 4, 20 yogic bicycles. Now recover for a moment. Right ankle to left thigh is the hip opener. Reach your hands through and do a little rock if you'd like. This is another one where you might like a pillow. Good. Try your other one, ankle to thigh. Reach your hand through, and I like to rock on this. Maybe you want to roll your ankle on this. I think it's all great. Yeah. Awesome. All right, try your left leg down and take your right knee over. I like to shift the hips so they're stacked here, and then the right arm can either do circles and then hold, or if you feel like they're pretty warmed up, just find a place out there and hold. Let all the tension go. Breathe in and see if you can add an energy on the positive end of the emotional scale. So it could be appreciation. I'm so thankful I'm getting to take care of my body this morning and take care of my mind. I'm so grateful I have shelter to do it in. I'm so grateful I'm well fed, I'm warm. You can do all the good things like appreciations or just breathe in love or whatever it is, just something on the positive end of the scale. Let that energy come into your breath. Give your cells that really good soil and sun and water so that as the new cells are turning over, they've got all the best opportunities to express themselves optimally. You're creating a fertile ground in your insides for wellness. Go to the other when you're ready. And your hand goes to your knee to help it down. Your other arm is circling. And find a good place for it. I like to notice without observation, how does one side feel compared to the other? If you notice one side needs to be there a little longer, you can always take longer on the side. We're very rarely perfectly symmetrical. Breathe in that love, that appreciation, whatever is where you really are, whatever is an authentic emotion of wellness. Maybe you're just happy or content. Whatever it is, just breathe into it. Gently come back and let the feet on the ground, kind of realign your spine here. With your feet on the ground, begin by using your abdominals to pull the low back towards the floor and your pubic bone towards your navel. So that's abdominals. And then right around your lowest rib, you start using your feet to push into the floor to keep going up. Now what we'll do is articulate. So that means one vertebra at a time, the best you can. When you start lowering again, it's your abs that let one vertebra come down at a time, and then you're sort of resting. Inhale, now let your abs pull your pubic bone towards your navel. Your low back touches the floor, and then it's called press peel or push peel, and then you're peeling up until you're on your shoulder blades, and you're exhaling down. You've got this focus on each part of your vertebra, which is, there's a great saying, you're as young as your spine. Curl up. Going up. You've also got all these lymph areas you're stimulating because they need to be actively moved. So you're doing all sorts of good things for the body. We're going to curl up and stay. Now, a nice variation here is to interlace the fingers underneath the back, kind of like a shoulder opener. Another one that's pretty nice is arms like a yoga pose. So it doesn't matter to me. You just find one that feels like you need it today. So 10, breathe in through your nose, send the breath to your heart. Lower down when you're ready. Now, you can put your legs up on a wall with a block if you would like, or with a foam roller if you'd like. You can let the vessels have a good release. Your sacrum's up, you're breathing through your nose, your eyes are closed if you can. If they're not, if it feels hard to close your eyes, just let the eyes soften and look out of soft lashes. Let your focus be on that breathing. Inhale. You can inhale wellness or appreciation or love if you can add an energy to that. Something on the positive end of the spectrum. And then take a moment to release that beautiful sacrum from the block or the foam roller, to bring those beautiful feet off the wall and come to a seated position. You can let your hands go to your heart and just have that image that you're hugging your heart. There's just a little bit of tissue between the hands and the heart. So breathe into your heart. Give it appreciation or love for all that it does. Give your cells the best chance to have optimal gene expression turning on. All the new cells, over 1 million every second, they're turning on in a great healthy environment here. They're going to flourish, they're going to nourish, they're going to thrive. Today I'm going to keep my cells just as healthy as I can, mostly by my focus, mostly by my thought. I'm not really letting the outside world come into my inside world. If there's one thing I know I can create focus on, it's wellness on my inside world. Today I'm going to make it a really fun challenge to do that. With so much appreciation, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. I'm so glad to see you guys. Go out there and spread joy.